Hello, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to what is going to be a good weekly race. We have some weird flags here, but I'm the Hangry Canuck. I am joined in the booth tonight by an old friend, Sar. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing great, thank you so much, Hangry. I would like to wish everyone a happy solstice or equinox, wherever you may be watching from. And we hope to bring you some quality Final Fantasy weekly entertainment tonight, right here on Randomania.
And that's our fearless leader in action. Would you like to give our fans a little bit of a rundown about what kind of flags, what kind of shenanigans they're going to see tonight?
Yes, we've got a juxtaposition of flags for you folks this evening, including we will be having two forced party members. As you can see, it appears that we have the fighter and the white mage as our forced party. We have an enemy stat range between 50 and 200%, a boss stat range between 50 and 250%. We have an experience in gold boost of 2.5 times 250. Progressive scaling is on tonight, so we'll be seeing a 10% increase in golden experience for every key item that these runners will obtain. We have an encounter rate of 0.6%, so the encounter rate will be minimized a little bit in the overworld and in our dungeons as well. Also tonight we have our burst classes, which can give any number of interesting additions, randomizations to the classes. So our runners have checked already into these burst options. We can go through a few of them briefly.
Alright, I just have dropped the gates here, so our race should be getting started shortly. We can explain the blurst as we go along. I see we got some pretty good party divergence here between our runners. There's a few different party members going on here.
And we are underway. I expect to see a plethora of strategies involved, and it looks like we're heading right into our magic shops.
Not much good there. Cure 3. Looks like, oh, we got Wildham finding the loose bridge in Canaria Castle, which is actually one of the Cardia Isles. And we got some life too at level 1. Lit 2. Oh, the spells are all mixed up. There's pure in the black magic shop, I see.
Indeed there is. We have life 2 available early. I think that's going to be a relief for these runners.
Yeah, Life 2 will come in really handy early, along with Lightning 2. It looks like we have... No one's checked... Oh, here, Luffy checked the armor shop, but I didn't see what he was getting into there. Looks like Chad is getting some levels here, probably getting some gold, maybe to buy something he saw in the shops that piqued his interest.
We've got a question in the chat. Is this first Final Fantasy? This is. This is Final Fantasy, the original.
Alright, looks like all 4 of our contestants have picked up their bridges. So they will have a direct beeline to Provoca, but it looks like Wildham is heading towards the Temple of Fiends. And with entrance shuffle on, this might just not be the Temple of Fiends you're looking for.
That's correct. It could be any number of locations. Let's find out.
Ooh, another Cardia Isles. Good chance to get some money and maybe a good item or two to protect our characters. But it doesn't look like there's much so far. Some money, iron armor, more money, and a short sword.
Yeah, another question in the chat. Do we recommend other Final Fantasies? Personally, yes. If you liked any Final Fantasy, try any of the other ones. Who knows what you might find.
Looks like Wildham is going to be taking the entrance to go to the Wharf Cave. Looks like that progression is open, so they can actually make it.
Yes, in regards to progression, we have open progression on. We have the northern docks that are on, meaning should the ship be found, they will be able to sail to the northern continents. Interestingly enough, the Ryukan Desert, where you get the airship, that dock is off, so you will need the canoe.
Aha, so no airship without a canoe. Well, we don't even have a ship yet, so... Looks like we've got some run divergence here. Luffy is heading towards Matoya, while Chadbert is heading to Provoca. Now, I'm unsure if towns are... Well, with entrance shuffle, this might not be Provoca. Oh, the fun with the entrance shuffle. Oh, Matoya's Matoya, though.
It's like Chadbert took an encounter there, going to get some early levels. I like that play.
Looks like Matoya didn't want to move, so she just stuck where she was. And Provoca's Provoca. So I'm guessing towns might not be shuffled.
Town shuffle is off. It looks like we have Fire 3 and Fade available.
In level 2. That's going to be a big bonus for our runners right there.
Early AoE just makes exploration when you are early so much easier, so much more options. Without AoE, you really are tied early.
Heal 3 is not bad either.
Welcome, Mages, to the chat. Don't forget to enjoy the bridge boss. Absolutely.
Oh, Grey Wolves have Scorch. That's a spicy wolf right there.
This is where making the decision to get some early levels could benefit if you run into an enemy like that. With low HP, that could be a wipe.
Looks like Chadbert's going to give us our first look at what Bicky's holding on to here. And there's our canal. So, once they find a boat, they will be able to go to the outer sea.
In our armor shop, it looks like we have a copper bracelet and some low-level armor in here.
Cheerio, sir. Copper Cheerio.
Shoutouts if you're hungry.
Alright, so it looks like we've got all 4 of our runners in Provoca now. Going to get their spells on, beat up some pirates, get a canal. So, there's no loose items in these flag sets, from what they say. Or was there 2?
There is no loose items. These runners will have to be tracking down everywhere and everything.
So that boat is sitting somewhere right now in an incentivized location. That Fate putting in some early work. Looks like something had a stone touch.
Yikes, that can always be a bit scary early. Softs can be quite expensive at times.
Yeah, and if safety's off, they're not always for sale in Canaria as well.
Looks like Imp has Quad X, oh my.
Quad X Imps. Alright, looks like the Dwarf Cave. I'm having a little technical difficulty here with my screen, but I'm going to try to muddle through the best I can.
Wildham into Astos Castle, and we discover that it is the waterfall.
That's not a bad little find early if you can make it through.
You do have Fade available.
Looks like the Dwarf Cave is now Astos' home. Looks like Astos wanted to rent, so he evicted the dwarfs here. And waterfall's not procedurally generated, but without warp or exit at low level, this waterfall could be a bottleneck for you. But but I believe our runners know as well as we know progression has to be here.
What do you think, Henry? I'm hoping for the key. I want to see this marsh lock.
That would be sweet if we knew where Marsh was. I'm fairly well expecting this to be the crown, if I had to guess. Because if this would be the key, then Marsh would have to be here somewhere, if you look at this logically. Especially with entrance shuffle on.
And we have gas dragons showing up.
That's that zone, I can't remember what they call it now, but that's that zone 8 encounter. That special encounter that's like a 3 and 256 in the vanilla game. We have now made it, so you can encounter it in their own dungeons. It looks like
RNG tables are shuffled, so it's not quite that rare.
There's the ship! So this was our progression.
Yeah, this could be a bit tricky now getting out of here. Luffy's got one character left.
Yeah, this is not an easy place to go at low levels because stuff like gas dragons and, you know, everything can hit pretty hard. And if something has a nuke at these levels, well, you're pretty much not going anywhere.
It looks like those zombies had mute touch, so you're not going to be able to spam AoE. He does get out, however.
Yeah, it looks like we got Rubes, Luffy, and Wildham making their way out, and Chadbert making his way in. It looks like Rubes is just about to make it out if he can get through this Mudgall. Looks like Luffy is our first runner out with his boat. Looks like he's going to head south first, check out a few things. Now, if the boat's here, I think it appears at the dock above the Dwarf Cave. Pretty sure it wouldn't appear in Elfland, but it looks like we got Rubes going to check the old Marsh Cave. And we have ice, well, a floor of ice anyway. I guess it's not floor shuffle, I guess this would be the ice cave. So that is another one of our incentivized locations.
Yeah, one of the more dicey incentivized locations. It can be quite difficult to get out of there.
Yeah, with no warp or exit, you have to make the trip twice, and there can be some pretty nasty enemies in there, especially at low levels. Not sure if I'd want to go in there this early, especially now that you got the ship and you can do more exploring with the canal, so.
So we have Ice 3 available and level 3 Black Magic.
Sweeper spells are pretty good right now. And exit, level 3 exit. That is going to make ice a whole lot more palatable to these guys.
White Magic has been giving.
There's Temper level 4 along with some Quake. And Life and Zap. So level 4 is not too bad in the White Magic shop. We still haven't seen our vendor items, so that's still up for grabs somewhere. There's the chainmail. Now with these Blurst classes, those black mages can actually use red mage armor. So that's going to make them one powerful weapon early on.
That's correct. Black Mage also features plus 20 strength and plus 2 magic defense per level, so a pretty well-rounded class in this mess.
And we found Sarda, and Sarda has the bottle. Yeah, so it's like the Black Mage is going to become a swinger and a magic user. Now I know one of these classes had plus to the Vorpal, but I don't remember which one.
That would be our White Mage.
Looks like we have...
White Mage also featuring plus 7 luck, fighter strength and plus 20 vitality, so White Mage also options for magic and weapons.
Wildham making the Ice Cave play, but these sorcerers have cremate, so this is not going to end well for him. That's the problem with an early ice dive. You can never know, because the enemies can be particularly nasty in there. Looks like Luffy's our first one onto the boat.
So do you dig the item out of Ice Cave here, or do you sail?
You gotta sail. At these levels, your chances of getting true ice are what? 20%? And you'd have to get lucky. Plus you gotta hit 1, 2 trap tiles. So Lord knows if you can't run from something bad on there. I mean, it's... Unless it's like something like the floater, but you still need the canoe. So, I mean, it's only smart to sail. Like, there's no way you can do ice at these levels.
I think I agree. Exit is available, but seeing those sorcerers, and we have not seen quite a few enemies in there yet.
Well, looks like Rubes is going for it. But he does have those 2 black mages with chain armor, so they're a little bit tougher, and he did buy exit on his white mage. Now, Rubes has just made a veteran move right there. Don't know if anybody caught that, what he did, but... He put that white mage in the 4th slot. So, he's trying to protect his exit spell here. So, with no loose, how much chest checking would you actually do?
Well, I think it's heavily dependent upon what you find. I think at some point, once you found a good weapon, some decent armor or ribbon, at that point in competitive gameplay for FFR anymore, you really got to go.
Yeah, because there's a lot of good runners out there who have this game extremely optimized. They know if they get this item, they got to go here. They know this, they know that. So, I mean, if you can find a good weapon and some armor in some shops with no loose, checking chests is kind of, you know, it's hit or miss. The only thing in a chest would be a ribbon.
Looks like we have mud golems in the frost wolf tile at the bottom of ice here.
That's not a bad encounter. They hit hard, but they're not normally too fast, and they're easy to get away from.
With Fade available as well, could be a viable grind tile, perhaps.
Looks like Rubes is checking all the chests here, so he might be looking for a ribbon or some gold or maybe a good weapon to pop up. Looks like Luffy's giving us a look at the... Oh, okay, so Titan's Tunnel is kind of vanilla. Let's say it's French vanilla, I guess. Looks like Wildham and Chadberg are going down to ice. Rubes is...
They seem to be committing.
I mean, it's not bad commitment because you never know... Uh-oh. Ambushed by this pack. This could not end well if one of these have something nasty. Looks like he's going all out on the offensive though with the fades. Can't say I blame him, because if you don't run from this, that's a lot of goes are going to get on you.
Wizard Mummy with Flash. This is where those early armor pickups are really going to pay off.
Yeah, those chainmails on the black mages are going to make this fight relatively safe if these enemies don't have any spells. Alright, we have three of our runners in ice, and Luffy is still doing some exploratory here. Oh, heading for ice now too.
So rather than sailing the ocean blue, they appear to be going into ice.
Yeah, now, I don't know. I mean, you know, Crescent Lake is open. But it looks like Rubes is going to get through. He's pretty beat up. And he does have exit though, so he does not have to make the walk. Ooh, the Ruby.
There is the Ruby, and we've seen that Titan is available, so
Yeah, but is that incentivized tonight?
I do not believe so.
So really, we know where one end of the tunnel is. You can really only check where the other end brings you out to. So I'm thinking ice was kind of a not a good play. But all four of our runners are making it, so it looks like Rubes is the first one out, so we'll see what he decides to do. I'm not sure if he's been to the other sea yet, so I don't think he knows that the Titan's Trove is actually the Titan's Trove. I think Luffy is the only one with that knowledge at the moment. But it looks like Wild is about to... Oh, Wild got a good pack. Only one Wiz Mummy. But we never seen mummies in the other pack, so we don't know.
Rube's making his way to Melmond. In the armor shop, we have buckler, silver armor, silver bracelet, pretty cheap. Cheerio, excuse me.
Yeah, that silver armor is usable by those black mages, too. There's our Quad X. Because black mages can use all red mages' armor. And the red mages can use silver armor. Well, look like we're going to get some Brack strats on the go here. Looks like Wild's out with his Ruby now, so... Maybe this ice cave wasn't as tough as we thought it was going to be.
No, the sorcerers have been few and far between, so...
Well, looks like Rubes is going to give us a look at the Titan's Trove here. He does have the ruby, so he's going to ignore it. And I like that.
The Titan, wow.
Well, it's not incentivized. I mean, and you could feed the Titan, come out the other side, and see where it takes you. Who knows, it might take you somewhere you need to go, but... Oh, there it is. So Melman hooks to the wharf, hooks to the cave, and the cave hooks back to Melman.
And with that knowledge, we now know that Ruby will not be required.
So if some runner didn't go to ice, they might be a bit happier. Looks like Rubes is actually gonna... Ooh, Grey Wolf's got scorched. That's not a great thing right there. Oh, it looks like Chad got an all-mummy tile here, which is good, because now his fades and his harms will work on all the enemies. Looks like Rubes is going to check the best, hope for the best, but get the worst. Alright, so I guess the next play has got to be Crescent Lake. Because you can't hit Ordeals, you don't have a canoe. If the northern dock's not open, you can't hit Onrak or the waterfall.
Northern docks are open, so that will really only open up Onrak.
Yeah, and... Yeah.
We could have that that vendor item in Onrak, though. That would be interesting.
Yeah, the vendor item could be the floater or something, and then the canoe sitting there in Crescent Lake. Looks like we got some silver armor here. Must Melman still. Looks like Luffy is almost on the last floor of ice. So it looks like all of our runners are going to get out of ice here unscathed. That exit spell is really going to pay dividends. Still no vendor items, so... Oh, not much for armor in there. Level 6 white, we got harm 4. Level 6 black. There's Nuke at level 6 black. Along with Cure 4. Ooh. Those are two spells you don't want to see share a charge.
Black Mage is looking like a really good class for this seed.
Yeah, the Black Mages are looking top of the pile at this moment. Vanilla Canoe! But now, what do you do now that you got the canoe? Do you go to Ordeals and Onrak? to shuffle, you don't know what they're going to be, or do you check out Ice Cave and Volcano?
I think Ice and Volcano was the play. Check those out. If you find nothing, you kind of want to go in bulk locations, so head on over to maybe the Desert Caravan, and then you can hit Waterfall and on-rack from there.
Looks like that's what Rubes has in mind here. Looks like Wild Stream has stopped. Oh, there we go. Maybe he was just paused for a second. There it is. We have found the Temple of Fiends in the volcano. Looks like Garland relocated. Looks like Rubes is going to save the princess, send her home, check these boxes, see what he got. Because we haven't found Corneria Castle yet, so. But now that Rubes has the princess rescued, that'll be 2 key items he'll get when he finds it. Not much in the way. Hey, groggy dog, FFR hype. Alright, looks like Rubes is going to head for the Ice Cave.
Yeah, that was a good check there. Nice and quick, in and out.
Sharks with a bit of the flash going on. Hydra's with a bit of the flash going on. Chadbert's feeding the Titan. So where do you think our magical floater has landed?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that it's at the Desert Caravan as the vendor item.
That would be super sweet. Looks like the Earth Cave was the other connecting cave to the Titan's Tunnel, so that pretty much takes you nowhere. So that Ruby was definitely a bust.
Yeah, Ruby will only be giving you an extra 10% experience in gold this seed, so not entirely worthless, but... And we have found Corneria Castle at the Ice Cave.
Oh, and Rubes has just rescued the princess at Volcano. How close is this? There's our cube from the king, and our crown from the princess. Now, we know where Astos is hiding, so that is a check you could do. And like I like to say, you gotta chase the fetch quests. So let's hope Rube wrote down where Astos was hiding. We know he's in the dwarf cave. He moved in, but...
For entrance shuffle, notes or some type of tracker is highly advised for reasons like this.
Especially when you're an hour and a half into a seed and you're trying to remember where that one fiend is. You can never find him when you want him. So let's see, we got Rubes making a sail back. Let's see where he decides to go here.
All these runners still group pretty close together. I'd give Rubes a slight lead based upon the progression of items, but that lead I'd say is no more than a minute or two.
No, I mean, this is still anybody's go here. Don't forget, the Great Equalizer is still out there. Anything can happen when it comes down to Topher. Looks like Rubes is going back to get his boat. Now from here, would you check the crown, or would you sail to Onrak and provoke it?
Well, with the canoe, you probably could not lose too much time by checking the crown, as the continent with Onrak is directly south or north. If you do end up skipping it and it ends up being the floater, then you could be looking at a time loss for sure. A lot of extra sailing required.
Looks like Rubes is going to go check out the dwarf cave here. Does have the canoe and the ship, so it's easy money. Will Astos be Astos tonight, I wonder? There's our chime, so Sky is fully open. But still no floater. Looks like a Luffy is making his way to the volcano where he is going to discover that Garland is hanging out. Chad has already found him, as has Wildham. So everybody now knows we have not seen a fiend yet, though. We have not seen a fiend dungeon.
Correct, and that almost certainly leans toward floater being required at this point.
Yeah, because really, we haven't seen anything that's... Well, we've seen everything that's not airship locked at the moment. Except for ordeals, which we're about to get a look at now, because Rubes is sailing right there.
I've liked the routing of Rube so far. Very well played.
Yeah, an entrance shuffle routing is a big deal. Especially if you know where everything's at. It looks like Wildham and Groggy and both... Luffy's about to hit the ice cave here. Which we know is Canaria Castle, so he's going to be happy.
And it looks like Bahamut has been discovered at Ordeals.
Now, there was no free tail here, so... there won't be a class change right away.
So take a quick moment to shout out to our FF crew this evening. Thank you so much, Hangry, for being on the mic here. Thank you, Darkmoon, for the setup. Thank you, Jay Scheidel, for our tracker. Please give these people a follow.
Alright, looks like Rubes is going to give us a look at On-Rack. Don't have the Oxy Ale, so can't check, but still no vendor item. So at this point, the floater can't be a vendor item. Because the only town we haven't seen is Gaia. And that is airship locked at the moment. Alright, the caravan's still open. He didn't check the caravan. Oh, we got our first fiend. Our first fiend sighting. Looks like Carrie is hanging out in the waterfall. That's kind of got a wrecker set up a little bit, doesn't it? How do you put a volcano inside a waterfall? Oh, there's a ribbon. There's a big knock.
That's a big find there.
No, he didn't miss much, Nightmare. It's been a pretty close race. All of our runners are pretty much doing the same checks. Just, I think Rubes has got a slight advantage in the check department, though. He's slightly ahead. Luffy finding Garland here. Gonna give him a quick slap and be on his way. Wildham about to get his cue from Astos, or chime from Astos here. Now, if there was loose items, I'd be more tempted to go Sky. But with no loose items, I think I'd leave. Well, I suppose they could check the location, I guess. If we don't know if it is Sky.
We saw a phantom trap towel there in the volcano.
Yeah, he can hit hard, but he's not a very good grind because he does not give any experience at all. It looks like Ruse is going to clean this first floor here, exit out. Oh, heal 3. Alright, we got to see the armory here, see what kind of good stuff they're going to be wearing.
Who's now hitting the armory. This is one of the largest collections of chests in the game.
It's all money so far. Which wouldn't be bad if that vendor item ends up being max price. There is an Invis, so that could come in real handy if they don't find Invis 2 or a white shirt.
Okay, looks like a Sun Sword was down there as well.
Sunsword's going to be pretty handy early game.
We also have in the flag set a guaranteed ruse item is somewhere.
Maybe that's why everybody's checking chests.
With 2 Invistas available, evade should not be a problem late. I'd be much more concerned with spells that the fiends may be casting.
Yeah, but if taking him out with Nuke, all the ribbons in the world ain't gonna help you.
We have a blue volcano. We have Carrie at the waterfall. Welcome to Randomizer.
I'm pretty much surprised how this volcano was actually still orange. Looks like Rubes forgot to heal after taking all those damage tiles, and now has dropped one of his black mages. But level 1 life 2 on your black mage? Aw, the dream! In the Mirage Tower is Earth Cave. This ain't incentivized either, is it? I don't think.
There is no incentive in Earth Cave, no.
I don't know if I'd be too tempted to check all the chests in here.
Yeah, I think you gotta go. You don't have a rod yet, so unless you're really putting all your chips in on finding something good in there.
Yeah, you don't got a rod, there's no loot, so you're not gonna find progression in there. Fairly certain Earth Cave would be one of the last places I decide to check at this point in time. But then again, I'm not that good, so we just don't know.
Rube's taking advantage of these lava tiles. By walking on the damage tiles, you do not increase your chances of encountering another enemy. The step counter does not count, so...
Yeah, the more damage tiles you can walk on, the less encounters you're going to end up with. You think Rubes is going to try to take on Carrie while he's down here?
He's got a good party for it. You've got 2 black mages, you've got Fades available, Ribbon, you have some good armor, Ice 3, Brack. I might take a shot at it.
Looks like Chadbird is in the volcano as well now.
Welcome, Super Red Jet.
Ooh, a Confuse helmet. Looks like we have another mummy trap tile here. They're really only good experience if there's 3 or 4 whiz mummies in the pack. Luffy has found Astos. Oh, an Invis staff. I didn't see what it was because my screen's kind of blurry here. Looks like Rubes is going to check this one check off to the side. Oh, there's the good grind tile, but it's only 1. If they would appear in more than groups of 1, then I could see sticking around. Ooh, a katana. Oh, no. Eyes got cremate. Now, we got a katana, and we don't have any thieves available tonight.
The eye with cremate, that's not too scary. Looks like he's electing not to exit out. He's gonna go for it.
It looks like Luffy has found, yep, an ordeals, but no tail. Oh, here we got our first look at... Oh, and it's cracking. Fiends are mixed. Rubes was not expecting this. But he does have Brack, so... He's got to go on the offensive here because Kraken at these levels could hit like an absolute truck, too. Oh,
And he gets first away.
First turn Brack by Rubes, taking down Kraken and lighting his first orb at the 36-minute mark. Guess it was better to see Kraken there than Carrie.
It's been relatively smooth sailing for Rubes thus far.
It's been relatively smooth sailing for everybody. We really haven't seen a point yet where, you know, it's been to the point where they have to go grind because they don't got enough levels to take down the enemy. But it looks like
Luffy's going to give us a look at the Hall of Giants here. We have an Earth and Mages available. Mages could be viable to grind.
Looks like Rubes is going to go check this caravan. And there's our... Oh, you were right, sir. You picked it. Floater
I'm not saying I'm psychic,
sail
but...
at the caravan. So Rubes has actually got a distinct advantage now. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Wild was up that way, but didn't check the caravan. Looks like Rubes is wasting no time going for his airship. Looks like Wildham just got his floater as well. Oh, Wild didn't have the money? Ah, but he knows where it's at, so that's good information.
So at this point, you have some strong spells. You have your floater now if you're Rubes. You have the canoe. All locations are open. It might just be grind tile and go from here.
Now, if you're Wildham, yeah, he's going to grind out the money for his floater. And I don't blame him at this point. Because you're not really going to want to make the trip all the way back up here while you're here. So this is a really smart play by Wildham. Meanwhile, Rubes in the air at the 39-minute mark has found Ordeals in Sarda's location. Looks like he's going to give this a walkthrough, see what's here. Meanwhile, Luffy is in Earth, and looks like Chad is in the volcano now. Still, trying to go and take on the Kraken soon. Rubes making his way through the randomized pillars. Without warp there. Oh, he makes her through right away. That was a quick.
Rubes making all the right moves thus far.
Yeah, everything he's done has been quite advantageous at the moment. So now we'll have to see if Ordeals has anything good. Just money and some chainmail. Oh, Luffy found some waters here. You got ice 3, so that would not be a bad tile to take. Because waters are weak to ice, not lightning, believe it or not. Little tip. Rubes has found the slab. And he has the bottle, so there's 2 checks that are pretty much right away up north.
Looks like we've discovered the marsh cave as well, so we know that there is a key-locked item below.
But we have yet to find a key.
We are looking at a short Temple of Fiends, so key will not be required.
Oh, really? So they don't have to go through the whole thing. Are the bosses still on?
We do have Fiends enabled for the short temple, yes. Key could still be required if there is a progression item in the bottom of March.
Okay, because I thought with your Topher, that first door you still needed the key, the room with all the chests.
I don't believe so.
If someone in chat can prove the 2 old fellas, the 2 old timers wrong here.
Oh, Luffy getting ambushed there by some undead. Electing to finish up this Earth Cave check.
You're here, in for a penny, in for a pound. Looks like Rubes is going on a trip around the world here. Looks like he's going to go back to Ordeals.
Did he find the tail?
I'm guessing he must.
And we have a T-Rex sighting. Hype.
Actually, I don't think Rubes has ever checked Ordeals yet, to be quite honest. Because according to the tracker, I don't see the tail. Looks like Luffy's hitting the blue rope speed bump here.
And Rubes now heading back. He might have been going for your turn. Maybe he just wanted a T-Rex.
I I mean, Dead or Dive wasn't too bad for Luffy, because you do have exit, so you do not have to walk out. Looks like Rubes is going to check level 7, and just Invis and Lightning. Not too much good there. Ooh, Wall level 7. That could be good if you don't find a ribbon or two along the way. Oh, look at this. Gold Cheerios and Pro Rings. You can outfit a mage for about 30k at this point in time.
A little pricey, but good armor.
Looks like he's not going to buy the armor for the black mages, I don't think, because they have the chain. Oh, he is. Everybody gets a Cheerio tonight. Oh yeah, those black mages are going to be beasts now. Beast mode activated. Looks like Rubes is going to give us a look at the bottle. I'm guessing Luffy either has enough money now. I think he's just short.
He was, oh no.
So what's he going to do? Is he going to grind for it, or is he going to leave? I didn't see what the fairy gave us. Because my screen is completely almost messed up for some reason. I don't know if you're having that trouble, sir.
Yeah, it's been a little blurry thus far. I think it's I've got high winds here, but
our tracker says it was the key.
Thank you, Jay Scheidel, for the update.
Yeah, because like half the time my screen is blurry. I really can't tell what's going on here. I don't know if it's my internet or...
I'm having it too, so...
Looks like Rubes is going to give us the first look at LaFame. Oh, and there's our tail. So now we got to find... We got eyes on 2 fiends. Oh, it looks like we've got Chadbert taking on the Kraken here. Was Black Mage is down, so I'm not sure if he's got Break or not. Oh, he's got 1 charge left on that Red Mage. He's got Fade. That's a good shot. He's going to the last chance at the Brack. Oh, ineffective. Looks like he was tempering up that fighter, so... And Chadbert takes down the Kraken.
Okay, thank you, Darkmoon. So while we're waiting for that to reboot, it looks to be rebooted now, and I'm getting a clear screen.
Yeah, there we go.
Awesome, thank you so much, Darkmoon.
Ah, I can see!
Alright, so we should be able to give you much more accurate updates now that we can see. We have Warp and Fire 2 in On-Rack White Magic Shop.
Level 7 Warp. Ooh, you got Exit though. And right now Ice Cave is done. Ooh, there's Fast level 7. You're definitely gonna need a Fast. Because, I mean... Can you take down the Fiends alone on nukes and stuff? It'd be close. Looks like Chad is going to check the vendor here. Not sure if he's been here before, because I really couldn't see his screen, so...
Rubes heading back into the Earth Cave. We have not discovered that rod yet.
No, we have not, and Chad has bought his floater.
I get the feeling that rod is going to be in the bottom of Marsh Cave.
Yeah, and we do have the key, or we know where the key is at. Because Rubes does have the keys, so... But I'm not sure if Rubes has come across Marsh Cave yet. Ooh, water's been ice too. That could be deadly. As Rubes is quickly finding out here. I like the Earth play, but without the rod and no loose, and it's not incentivized, I don't see what the payoff is for going here. It don't make sense to me at the moment. Looks like the stream is picking up the choppiness again.
It must be the allure of Earth Cave.
Yeah, a lot of people like the Earth Cave. Maybe they just want to roast a vampire. I mean, why not? They're getting revenge for Melman. Who knows? But it looks like Chadbert is going to be our second runner on screen in the air at the 48-minute mark. Meanwhile, Wildham has hit Gaia now. He does have the bottle, so he's going to check that ferry and grab his key. Meanwhile, Luffy is cleaning out the treasury here, so found his good sun sword, good weapon. He's got temper, so he's pretty much able to take down Carrie, I'd say.
Looks like we had Wall and Ruse at level 7 in the Gaia White Mage Hub.
Phil Collins, no, Vampire can't have the rod.
That's correct. Earth Cave is not incentivized for this flag set.
Looks like Chadbert, I think, is picking up gold Cheerios and Pro Rings. That's what it kind of looks like on my screen. Alright, looks like Luffy's gonna finish the clear of the volcano. Rubes is in Earth. Wildham's doing some selling. Ooh, that Lightning 2-staff worth max price. That is some cashola right there. That is going to allow Wildham to fill out his mages with Pro Rings and Gold Cheerios. He is going to be sitting pretty now.
Yeah, very good supply of armor there for Wildham now.
Yeah, he's got that one ribbon, got the Pro Rings. Pro Rings are good against all instant deaths, so if you can get them early game, they're a good thing to go down Marsh Cave with.
So at this point, I believe we've seen every overworld location except for Lufane.
Yeah, and we know with towns not shuffled, we know Lufane is going to be vanilla. And Rubes was down there because he did get the item from the Lufanadians was the tail. So Rubes is about to go class change. He's going to talk to the big fella. So now, does class changing change the Blurst?
I don't believe so. I believe that remains. One thing class change will benefit is that level 7 fast will now be available.
And with 2 black mages, yeah. If Rubes can find a good sword, say like the Mazmoon, well, he's in business. Looks like Wildham is down in the town of Fane now. He is going to get his tail as well. Be able to promote his characters. So for Rubes now, it's really just a matter of finding the fiends, maybe doing a bit of a grind, and then going, because he's pretty well in go mode, or no mode, I guess we should say. Because, hello, where's that rod sitting?
Yeah, the rod is still on the table, and the Oxale as well.
Plus the TNT and Adamant. I have a feeling that Marsh Keylock is going to lead us into a long, long quest chain. Like, you're going to see some... Oh, there's an Excalibur. That is going to be a good sword for the fighter now that Rubes has promoted. Allow him to put that Sun Sword on his red mage as well. Oh, he doesn't have a red mage. Never mind. Yeah, because we're going to end up with something like Marsh Cave being the TNT, TNT turning into the Adamant, You know, the Oxy Ale might not even be required this seed.
Excalibur, very good find. It definitely qualifies for an endgame sword. It also offers bonus damage against any type of elemental weakness.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I think one of the Fiend dungeons has got to be hiding behind the Oxy Ale at the moment. Because we haven't seen Kraken or Tiamat yet.
Looks like Ham just found the sea shrine there at the Double Crescent Island.
Oh yeah, we got the whole Crescent Islands to check. Looks like Luffy's taking on Kraken here. He's gonna go with Brack. Is he going with Brack or is he going to go Nuke? Going with Brack strats as well.
And we have Mirage also at the Cardia Island, so all Fiend locations are now open.
So that Oxy Ale is not going to be required at this point in time. And neither is Marsh locked. So I'm thinking there's... Ooh, yeah. So I don't know if we'll see a Mazmoon tonight.
Chadbird settling into a little grind here in the Hall of Giants.
Mages are good grind tile. They normally don't have a lot of HP, and if they have nothing dangerous, they do give a good amount of experience. Looks like they're pretty susceptible to Brack, though. 1300 is not a great grind. I'm not sure if I'd keep it. Meanwhile, Rubes is in Marsh Cave. So Marsh Cave, the Sea Shrine, and the Skycap Palace are all in the Cardia Isles. You know what would be cool? Is if this turned out to be the Oxy Ale, that would turn into the TNT, TNT turns into the Adamant, Adamant turns into the Oxy Ale, and the Rod is behind the Oxy Ale.
As a commentator or viewer, you always want to see the longest fetch quest possible. As a runner, you always want to see the shortest.
But I mean, if this is the Rod here, well, that's just bonus. Looks like Wildham is going through Sky. Comes across an eye. Looks like Rube...
Will we be a Warmech tonight?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I was just posing the question, will we see a Warmech tonight?
I have no idea, but here's a Blue Dragon grind tile. So if they're not too beefy... Oh, they got high evade, though. That fighter just swift with the with the Excalibur. But it looks like they were only riding about 400 HP, so... So we got Chad in Sky, Wild in Sky. We have Rubes in Marsh, and Luffy's in Gaia. Or Onrak, sorry. Is that a Flugel? Guess the loot must be renamed. Looks like Rubes is going to give us our first look down here at the Marsh locked rooms. Yeah, so we're gonna see what's down here. I'm feeling TNT. Or it could be the Oxy Ale, because we haven't seen the Dwarf Cave yet, have we? So that could as well be hidden behind the Oxy Ale at the moment.
Again, big shout outs to Jay Shoudell, our tracker this evening. Contending with 4 different screens is not simple. He's also taking notes for us. Please give him a follow for his hard work this evening.
Ooh, Red Dragon Trap Tile. That's not much there. So what have we got here? TNT. Hi.
There it is. Agree with the call.
So now, where are the dwarves sitting?
Also, be sure to give these runners a follow. All playing very well thus far.
Cause that Oxy Ale can't be behind the Oxy Ale. So the dwarfs can't be behind the Oxy Ale part. Oh, we got a Herb and Sky. This guy must have been incentivized. Have we seen the castle yet? I don't think we've seen the castle. Ooh, look. Astos has all the goods. Aegis shield and a ribbon.
Big finds there for Ruse. That's going to benefit his party.
Well, right about now, Ruse is pretty well set up armor-wise.
Tracker confirming the Cardiogras tile is the Elfland Castle.
Ah, sweet. Really, all Rubes needs is a... Well, he's got an endgame sword. He's got the X-Cal. So I wonder if that rod is hiding behind a herb or behind a TNT. It'd be nice if the herb had turned into the Oxyale. Then they'd have to go to the dwarves to be behind the Oxyale.
Yeah, it looked like the adamant was found there loose in Sky.
Ah, so there is a loose item, so that's why they're checking chests everywhere. But we still haven't found those dwarves yet, so... It's like Rube is trying to remember where that dwarf castle is. There it is. Fluffy is about to clean up here in Ordeals. And was
it looked like that was a dragon armor.
Oh,
it was a dragon armor, good fight.
Wow. Now, Rubes is set armor-wise completely now. He's got his 2 ribbons, he's got pro rings, he got gold Cheerio, he's got the Aegis shield, the dragon armor, yeah. He's gonna check chest though, because he still needs that loose item.
We have a Warmech sighting.
We got a Warmech sighting on Chadwick's.
And it looks like Chadbird is taking him on. My hat's off.
Well, I'm betting this is in front of Tiamat. This is probably a forced Warmech right here. I'm guessing you don't have a choice but to take it on. That is going to change things just a little bit for our runners going through Sky. But this is going to be some boss experience if he can take it down. Looks like it might be unrunnable too.
And he gets through. Wow. Big time experience. That was a random Warmech.
That was just a random encounter on the bridge.
This seed giving us a bit of everything tonight.
Yeah, at least we got to see a Warmech. Maybe we'll get to see another one. Alright, looks like Chadbird is going to take on his second fiend, Tiamat.
Brackstrat's coming out, I love it.
Oh yeah, Brack. You got to Brack Tiamat and Kraken. Tiamat just trying to squirt some ink in their eyes, but it didn't seem to work. I have a feeling once Rube... Look at all this armor in the greater less dip.
The rod has been found.
We have a rod sighting.
And it was loose in the sea shrine. Oh my goodness.
All the loose just sitting in the high level dungeons. But we still don't know where those dwarfs are at.
Now that check in the sea shrine is one that some runners tend to skip, so this could be a big play here for Luffy.
Yeah, those first 2 rooms there, a lot of people don't check them because it's only one chest, but... I mean, if I've learned anything from Randomizer, is if you leave a chest alone, there's a 90% chance it's going to have what you want. Yeah, the dwarf would have to be behind the Oxyale. So, what haven't we checked that would give us the Oxyale? Unless the Oxyale is loose still. Because it seems to me we've done all the... Well, we found the two loose then. Because they found the adamant. Oh, here it is, I bet you. Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Rube's electing to take down these slimes here. Another good experience battle.
Yeah, they're weak to fire, but I'm not sure if we have any fire this seed. I don't think we've seen a fire spell yet.
I believe Fire 3 was available at level 2.
So Wildham is going to do his class change at the moment. Looks like Chadbert is pretty well true Sea Shrine. He's skipping the easy chest now. Didn't even go into the Sharknado room.
And yes, confirmed for tracking notes, Fire 3 was level 2.
So it looks like Chadbert's pretty much in no mode at the moment here. Ooh, Sarius. That's a good tile. Well, that's a good fight if you can take it down.
Warmex and Sarias? Oh man, I've been away from the booth too long.
This seed was built for you, sir.
I'm glad I stepped up to the mic this evening. Wildham gonna go and get his class change now.
Yeah, no reason not to. Looks like Chadbert found the experienced Pinata here, a big eye and a gray share. Probably one of the better fights you can find in C.
Luffy's on his way to this fiend here, which I believe should be Lich.
Would have to be. It's the only fiend we haven't... But we haven't seen Carrie yet, though. Because we haven't seen what's holding Lich, because we never have the rod. So this is going to be Carrie or Lich. And there's Lich. So, we have a double Lich fight going on here. Fades and nukes, just all that offensive on Lich. Lich doesn't stand a chance. Chadbert's definitely got the power advantage with those two black mages, though. Looks like Rubes is about to get his key item out of here. That sky window looks familiar. Didn't I drop a sword out there a long time ago?
I think you might have. It seems to be a memory that I'm not too fond of or familiar with, but it is there.
Pretty sure I was the first to do it.
Just remember, Team Vorpal is up 1-0 on Team Massa as it stands currently.
Alright, looks like Wildham is now in on rack. Warp level 7. There's Fire 3. But that fast is the big ticket item right there. Katana.
So looking at it looks like Rubes has a pretty significant level advantage right now. Chadbert also pretty good in levels as he did that grind in the Hall of Giants.
And Rubes has found his adamant here, loose items. So.
And the adamant leads to the crystal, as Wildham discovers.
So what's the TNT going to be? Is the TNT going to be a ribbon, massa? Or he's just not going to bother checking? Oh, he doesn't have the TNT, I don't think.
Chadbert just discovering the TNT now. And that was in the former mark.
There's an incentivized ribbon in the pool somewhere. Looks like Chadbert's going to ordeals now. Which, these pillars are randomized, but I don't think the pattern was too tough. Alright, Rubes is about to hit up Tiamato. Looks like he's going pure Brack, temper on your fighter with the X-Cow. Should do some damage if he gets a hit in. Oh!
And he gets it.
Looks like Brack and the Kraken's pretty popular.
With all of the options the devs have now given us, it saves so much time to have a spell like Brack, and Matoya has given up the incentive ribbon.
So now we know where all 3 ribbons are. All 3 ribbons have been discovered. So, I mean, Wildham is in really good shape now. Looks like Chadbert's going to translate his slab and learn a new language in about 3 seconds. If only it was that easy.
Chadbert has quietly taken an orb lead here.
Yeah, he's been, oh, he's got 3 orbs. He's been doing some fiend killing. But I think Rubes is, well, Rubes still doesn't have his rod, so...
Yeah, it looks like he skipped the chest with the rod, too. This could be the story of this seed right here, is that rod.
Yeah, if... Oh, this is deadly. He's hardly checking any chests. So I wonder if he thinks he's got all the loose. Because Wildham doesn't have the rod either. You don't know if the rod right now is Luffy. So these other runners are probably going to have to backtrack.
This is developing into quite a race here, as Chadbert now picks up his tail.
Yeah, not getting that rod out of here is going to hurt. So we got Dueling Fiends, we got Tiamat for Luffy, who just got bracked, and Rubes is taking on Lich. Walham gets his TNT.
Right, Rock Solid mentioning that it's not quite the percentage play, but for this seed it was the play.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you skip this many chests and you're looking for an item, it's like,
Oh no, Rubes is going. Go back.
Rubes gonna go turn in his herb to get his Oxy Ale to discover the dwarfs don't have anything he's gonna want. But if Rubes does not go back, this could turn into a long one.
At this point, I think I have to give Luffy a little bit of an advantage right now, a little bit of a lead. He may be behind on orbs, but he has that all-important rod. Who rolled this seed anyway?
Was not I.
Dark Moon, did you roll this mess?
I think Danny rolled it.
Chadberg picking up his crystal from the blacksmith. That's going to lead to a ribbon, as we know, from Matoya.
Now, let's see what the TNT leads to. Ooh, an Opal Cheerio. So, at Mazmoon, where's the Mazmoon landed then?
We got Blame Danny going on in the chat. Rube's also getting his crystal from the blacksmith, so ribbons will not be in short supply.
And we do have off-stream runners running this as well, so... But I mean, right now, I mean, if Rube skipped the rod, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be dicey from here on. Looks like Luffy is getting ready to grind here. He's doing a smart thing. He's using the trap tiles in order to weaken his party down.
He must be setting up for a grind here. This is an interesting play. Also, welcome, Elmarkin, DBS, to the chat.
Yeah, he's going for his black belt grind here now.
If this grind ends up working out, then I really have to give him an advantage at this point, as it's going to be relatively smooth sailing.
Yeah, because he has the rod, so he's going to have a distinct advantage right there. And this nightmare grind is not going to be bad, all in all. Ooh, unless they got max evade. And there we go, Chadbert gets his rod.
Big check there.
And he's not too happy about it, it seems. Because he was already in there and he missed that chest. But now that he has that rod, he is definitely in go mode at the moment.
Yeah, you rolled a gem here, Danny. Chadbert now going back into Earth. He's going to head straight for the Fiend at the bottom here, which we know will be carry.
And Luffy is going to go on the eye grind.
I wonder what his target level is here. Probably 32?
With a short Topher, yeah. It depends though, I mean... Rube's is kind of stuck in midair here looking for that rod. He's trying to decipher where he forgot stuff. It looks like he's going in the right direction, though.
He is. This is a good play for Rubes.
He's back in C.
And he's going to
realize he missed the chest. He's not going to be happy. This is good now for all our runners. Except Wildham is the only one to not find it yet, but I don't think Wildham's been in C either. Yeah, Chadbert's just go-moding Lich's place, which we know is going to be carry. And Rubes is hot on his tail.
With Excalibur and Toe, I don't think we'll be seeing Massa this evening. And it looks like Luffy has taken this grind to 42. He wants to be certain that he's going to get through.
Well, I mean, with a level 42 black belt, you're pretty well assured getting through. But it looks like he's stopping at 34.
Okay, yeah, he's on his way out.
Meanwhile, Chadbert trying to take down Carry here with some fades and a Excalibur swing. And the nuke's going out. Carry fighting back with some fire, too.
Well, we're certainly glad you're enjoying our entertainment here this evening, F. Collins, and a big shout out to Randomania for hosting us this evening. Thank you so much.
So right now, all of our runners on screen are in go mode, except for Wildham, who is missing that rod, but I have a feeling when he goes to C, he will find it. Right now, it's looking like Chadbert is in go mode. All 4 orbs lit at the 1 hour, 17 minute mark. So what do you think? You think Chad's going to go grind, or you think he's going to dive to give it a try?
We're 117 in. With the quality of runners, I think you got to feel a little bit behind. He's going. I mean, this is a good play here.
All right. I don't know. I think he kind of forgot where it's at, though.
Yeah, I think he had a scent of the vanilla there.
Yeah, I think the vanilla game took over for a second. It happens. Oh, we got some odd-looking steak on Luffy's side. I'm part of Team Steak.
Team Steak.
All right, looks like Chadbert is actually gonna be our first on-screen runner to enter Topher at 1 hour, 18-minute mark and 24 seconds. Being short Topher, he goes to the left and finds Lich.
Chadbert has come back in this race from a bit of a deficit. He was, I believe, the third runner in the air and has since played quite well.
Looks like he's just taking... Oh, he tried the Bane Lich there. Looks like he's going with some Lightning 2s. Oh, Lich went down pretty quick. And Rubes is right behind him.
This is going to be a close finish.
And we got Lich and Carry on one side. And it looks like that's the way Rubes is going as well, so... It looks like Chadbert's just going on the offense with the fades and the nuke and the swings. I mean, with a short Topher, you really don't have to save your nuke charges.
Their levels are similar. The only difference here is the party.
And I think the two black mages are going to give Rubes the advantage at this point. Looks like Kraken takes down the fighter on Chadbert's side. I mean, Carry. This is hard to see.
Yeah, Carey was hitting fierce there.
Couldn't see numbers, but looks like he took out the other white mage as well, so...
Oh no, it's Clint time. And he gets the nuke, and we know that the black mage has life too. That's huge.
And he gets through, but with life 2, no panic. Alright, looks like... Oh no, Kraken.
Yeah, we have all fiends enabled here, so either way you go, you're going to be running into all four of them.
I thought it was 2 on each side.
Nope, our devious devs have added the flag where you can have to fight all four of them.
That is awesome. Well, that's a new flag I did not know about. That is pretty sweet. Meanwhile, Luffy lighting his 4th orb.
Kraken also hitting hard. The fighter is down for Chadbert. And oh my goodness, very hard.
He hits 800. Kraken 2's a wrecking machine.
I don't believe Chadbert ever found the ruse item. We do have invis staffs.
But Kraken is just one-shotting everybody. This is where Wild is going to have the distinct advantage. Or Luffy, sorry. But if Rubes can just get through this, he does have a black mage with life 2. Down goes the fighter. Last charge of nuke coming out. He gets him. He's still got Tiamat to go, though.
Looking at our notes here, it looks like Invis 2 had to be level 7.
Could have been 8, because I don't know if we've seen any level 8 spells.
Or, no, excuse me, Invis was level 7. So yeah, Invis 2 must be level 8 and possibly Lufane.
Yeah, that would have been a... that's a place hardly anybody ever looks for a spell. But here we go. Rubes on his 4th Fiend. Looks like Chadbert's out. Must have wiped. Decided he's going to take a bit of a grind here on these tiles. Meanwhile, Rubes is just plowing through. Luffy's equipping his characters.
These fiends are no pushovers.
No, they must have had their strength and hit points beefed up a little bit.
Rubes with the lock. I like the play there.
Yeah, go with the lock. He's just going with swings on his fighter, so... But I'm pretty sure he was almost out of nuke and fade charges, so he probably trying to conserve. Meanwhile, Chadbert giving it another go, and Wildhand picks up his rod, putting him in go mode. So all four runners have found the rod, which we figured might have been a little bit of a trick to them. Looks like Rubes is running a little low on magic charges here, and he's still got the big fella left.
Luffy is catching up very quickly now, and he has a powerful black belt.
Yeah, that black belt is gonna save Luffy. If Luffy can get in Topher before Rubes and Chadbert finish, I have a feeling Luffy may be able to overtake them here.
Wildham on his way to his fourth orb. He's lit 3 orbs very quickly.
Looks like Luffy is heading in now. So Luffy is right on the heels here. And with that black belt, I like his chances of overtaking Rubes at the moment.
Yeah, his Fiend battles are going to be much faster.
Yeah, because this Tiamat and Kraken, they roll pretty heavy on the HP, so... But Luffy's going to be able to cut through that with the black belt fairly easily. Doesn't have fast, though, so... Meanwhile, Kraken just making short work of Chadbert's fighter. But Rubes gets through Tiamat. Carry with nuclear.
You got to think Rubes has to finish here to take the win. Can he do it?
Yeah, if he wipes here, it's pretty much going to be Luffy's to win.
I'll give it to you for the call, Henry. Take us in.
Alright, he's doing his little party reorganization. And there's the big feller. He's going to fast up that fighter. Throw out some locks, I think that was. Going to temper up. Looks like the Invis stick, and it looks like he's fasting. Oh, Chaos coming out with Thunder first round. That's not bad, though, with the ribbons and the dragon armor. It's pretty well protected. Looks like a temper. We got a fast. We had a lock. He's deciding what's he going to do. What's he going to do? Is he going to go all out, or is he going to keep temper, and he's going to come out with another lock? He's going to temper up that fighter. He's going to take a swing, test the waters. With the lock, making it easier to hit. Biff comes out swinging with the X-Cal. He hits something. I didn't get to see it. But it looks like with the locks and tempers, looks like that fighter's hit. Oh, and Kraken takes down the Black Mage with a big swing. Looks like he's putting the Invis on that fighter. Locking up Chaos. Chaos trying to take him down with swings. 8 hits, I think that was. I honestly can't see the fight anymore. But Luffy making quick work catching up. Meanwhile, Chadbert's going to promote. Rubes taking down... Oh, chip damage with the Ice 3. Looks like he's debating what to do with that White Mage. I don't think he's got much left. He doesn't got much left in his tank. Biff comes out swinging. 8 hits. Chaos takes down the White Mage. Ice 3 for Chip. Looks like he's just gonna hold A and pray all of a sudden. Looks like this Chaos rolled pretty high, or that X-Cal is hitting pretty low. Nah, it's just mono a mono. Biff versus Chaos. Big swing, 8 hits, 400. Chaos comes back with a miss. Biff another big swing, 8 hits, 900 I think that was. Oh, this Chaos is beefy.
Wow.
And down. That Chaos must have had close to 3 grand, or 4 even.
GG. Get your GGs in chat. Very well played by Rubes there. Had a really struggle there to get through those fiends, and he has finished with a time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 49 seconds.
Rubes has finished in 3rd place overall. We did have 2 off-screen runners finish beforehand. Ale Markin finished with a time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, 29, and Thundercloud finished with a time of 1 hour, 26:03. But Luffy is making up serious ground here. That black belt is paying dividends. Looks like Chadbert's going back for a grind here.
I think that's the right play given Chadbert's party. I like the play here.
See if we can get Rubes on in here for an interview. Well, Luffy going with the black strats on Tiamat, but I think that black belt's going to be enough to get him through. Going invis up, putting up the invis stacks, making him impossible to hit. Meanwhile, Walham's on Kraken, so Walham is right behind Luffy.
We have not seen Nuke or Nuclear or Swirl or much of anything from these fiends, aside from just high physical and high evade and absorb.
Well, Carrie did have Nuclear in the tank. Well, I did see Carrie fire off a Nuclear at one point. But I mean, with this black belt and a fast, these fiends shouldn't last that long. Because it didn't look like Chaos had much in the evade or absorb group. Looks like Tiamat's pretty beefy though. Black belt's only hitting for like 200. Alright, we got Luffy about to face the big guy. Meanwhile, Walden Kraken just takes down the Black Mage with a big swing. Alright, Luffy's into the Chaos fight. Looks like he's going to attack. He's going to fast and temper his fighter. Put up some invis stacks. Oh, everything going on the black belt. Invis. Temper, invis. Yeah, it looks like the fighter's just there to take a blow if Chaos decides to take a swing. Which he did, but he swung at something else. Meanwhile, Lucy is now capped.
Let's see that big punch.
Yeah, he's just tempering him up. Ruse. Down goes the black belt, or black mage. But I think we're about to see a mighty wallop here. Lucy. I didn't see the damage, but I can imagine it was intense. Meanwhile, Chadwick's still on his grind, and I do believe Wildham has made it through Kraken. Chaos is hanging on here. I really can't tell what the damages are because the screen's kind of blurry here.
That looked like 800 on the last hit.
Meanwhile, Wildham into Tiamat fight now. Chaos with Inferno. It's just mono a mono now. Lucy versus Chaos. 7 hits, 827 from Lucy. Lucy comes out again. 6 hits, 454. Chaos throwing around some damage, poison, and thunder. Lucy with another big punch. 727 down goes Chaos.
GG to Luffy. Well played. I really like the black belt grind there. Might have had this race had he not reset on Kraken 2. Well played nonetheless. He was the first one with the rod as well.
Yes, and meanwhile in chat we are joined by our on-screen race winner, Rubes.
GG, how's everyone doing tonight?
We're getting along. What did you think about that when you had to go back for the rod?
Yeah, see, I was betting on one of those ribbons being the loose item, and when I realized I didn't have the rod, I'm like, what didn't I do? And then I like, it must be loose. Alright, so do I go back to Sky and clear Sky, go back to Sky 3, or do I do C first? I'm like, oh, C is right there, so let's do it. And luckily the first chest I opened was it.
Yeah, the only runner that didn't pass that by the first time was Wild, I believe.
GG Rubes, well played. Czar here.
Yeah.
Walk us through your early dive into the ice cave there. Were you a bit apprehensive about checking it out?
When I saw it, no, not really. I just wanted to make sure I had an easy way to either get to the incentive box or get out. So, you know, I wanted warp or exit, so I was like, all right, let's go check out Elfland and then Elfland had exit, so I was like, all right, yeah, I just immediately head right back and did the ice cave and worries there. I didn't have any concerns, especially since you can run from everything.
All right, and we are joined in the booth also by our second place on-screen runner, Luffy. GG.
Hey guys, GG's, thanks.
GG Luffy.
Thanks, man. GG's Rubes.
Thanks.
Kind of a weird seed, actually.
Yeah, it was interesting. Looking for that second loose item. Found the rod, which was good. Felt a little bad going to Mirage after getting the chime. I thought that would be kind of a big brain play, and it was kind of a dumb brain play. But I mean, it's okay. It was still a lot of fun.
So Wildham is now taking on Kraken, and Chadbert is just about done his grind, I believe, and heading back in. That black belt really paid off for you, though, on these fiends.
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely a good play. It stinks finding the eye down so low in Volcano there, so I had to kind of kill my party off going down to get that grind. But having life 2 on the black belt was awesome. Just resin up the white mage and exiting out, making it faster. So it was good.
And Kraken does have nuclear.
Oh no.
K2 nuke.
Talk to us about that Earth Cave dive, Luffy. Were you hoping for something big down there?
I was hoping so. Trying to check those boxes, hoping to find the second loose there, and I didn't, but it's okay.
And the Kraken taking the black.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Luffy.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense, especially, where it was, and after finding the chime, like, oh, Earth Cave, maybe it's here, but it wasn't.
And Chadbert had to take a bad reset. Kraken actually back rode both of his black mages. And it looks like Wildham's having the same issue with Kraken here. Kraken's just hitting like an absolute monster.
INV2 was never found. We believe that it was in Lufane, level 8.
I know Wild has a ruse stick, so he must have found the ruse stick somewhere, but I don't recall him picking it up.
I mean, I know I found the roost stick in Sky 2, maybe? I don't remember.
I found 2 invis sticks, no ruse stick.
Oh, Kraken's got nuke.
I also found 2 invis.
Kraken's got nuclear and nuke.
Yeah, I saw both of that. That was pretty gross.
We know Carrie's got nuclear.
I don't think I saw either of those.
Looks like Wildham's down to 1 black belt in the fighter here. Kraken decides to take another big swing. Oh, and down goes the second black mage. So now it's just mono with Kraken with Wildham, but he gets him, but that fighter doesn't have life 2, so he's got to reset. Meanwhile, Chadbert's True Lich, fighter's down, but he does have his black mage and his red mage to revive. And it looks like Wildham has thrown in the towel.
GG's Wildham, great attempt. I mean, this end is pretty nasty here. Well, what has Danny dealt us?
Yeah, these fiends are rough. I mean, I don't blame the forfeit there. I forfeited for a lot less in my day.
Yeah, GG's, man. I mean, you had Quad X, imps, and the Gurimps had something nasty too in the early beginning of the game. I'm like, oh, this is obviously a Danny seed.
Meanwhile, Chadbert's going back at Kraken 2 here. Putting up the ruse spell and the invis staff. Coming out with a nuke. Kraken comes out with a nice 2, relatively weak spell off the bat.
So that floater was a bit pricey. We observed a couple of the runners did not afford it at first, and they had to actually come back for it.
Yeah, I didn't have the money for it when I got there the first time, and I had to go. I mean, luckily Volcano was right there, and I figured I'd dig that out and beat the Fiend while I was there. So I got money that way, but it was definitely a few $1,000s I was short.
Chad throwing out the fates here up against this brutal Kraken, who now we know has nuke and nuclear.
And a lot of HP, as did Chaos. Chaos was quite beefy. There's the nuclear.
Hey, Luffy, did you last location the floater?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It was either
Yeah, me too.
there or it was in on-rack. So I checked the caravan first and obviously didn't have the money.
Okay, so that was a Almost last location. Yeah, I last location to completely.
Yeah, it
I went
was
to
second to last.
rack check there. I was like, okay. Then I went and cleared uh, volcano, which was in waterfall.
Yeah, same.
And then I was like, all right, so obviously something is in the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
Figures it was a floater.
I've last location the caravan once or twice in seeds, so now if I'm on the boat especially, I'll save right there by the dock and just walk over and check it real quick and then just reset back if it's nothing, because I'm never going to get last location by that stupid caravan again.
Yeah, I've forgotten that caravan many races.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, nuke's coming out now.
Oh, Kraken with the nuke. Fighter's already down. Kraken. Oh, I thought it was Kraken taking a swing at somebody.
Come on, Chad, you can do this. Big swing.
Gotta come out fighting. Can't afford to heal. Kraken with nuke. Oh, slow 2 comes out, but on the Black Mage, so that's not bad. So we know Chaos wouldn't have had slow 2. Oh, and Kraken just takes out the Black Mage. Literally takes out the Black Mage.
And he's through.
He does have his Red Mage alive to revive, so... One more Fiend to go. He's putting up a good fight.
That level 1 life too has been instrumental in keeping a lot of hopes alive for this seed.
Yeah, especially being able to be used by a Black Mage, that was pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to throw it on a black belt too.
Alright, looks like he's gonna invis. Looks like he's invising that fighter. Gonna put it fast on him and hope for the best for no nukes. I really can't tell anymore.
With the way these fiends have worked out, you really gotta ration your spell charges here.
Yeah, these fiends are tough. Like, they were high in HP, a lot of them, so you can't be going through your spell charges all willy-nilly. It was like trying to break Tia too. I don't think the odds are so good on breaking him as they are the first time. Does have an X for shirt.
I don't think Xfer makes break any better on Tia, but I could be wrong.
No, you're right. It doesn't make the death spells doesn't give them any more of a chance. I used to think it did, but I was told it didn't a while back. So looks like Tiamat's coming in with Fire 3. It doesn't look like Tiamat's too punchy. He's kind of heavy on the spells here.
So runners, how did you like all 4 fiends in the short temple?
I mean, I've done it before, like in the Lich's Revenge flags, which I mean is a special flag that Wildhem created for Halloween initially. That one automatically had the 4 fiend refight. I think that's where it was first introduced, which was pretty cool. So I mean I knew it was coming, but and luckily I had 4 ribbons, so I felt pretty confident going in.
I enjoyed it too, honestly. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's a nice little wrinkle, because usually sometimes when you're going, you only have to fight 2 fiends. If you pick the good side, you can kind of make it through a little quicker. But having all 4 of them is a nice little challenge.
I think this Tiamat's still standing here. Not sure if he's actually taken a swing yet. I only see 2 hits from the fighter. So Tiamat must have a good bit of evade on the go here. But Chad gets it.
Oh yeah, she did.
So Chadbert is now going towards Chaos. He is hitting the menu a couple of times. And he's going to do the victory lap. Oh, he's going to do 2 victory laps. Oh, 3 victory laps maybe. Okay, he's doing the big victory lap now.
He's marathoning it, people. Here we go. Let's cheer him on.
So you have no energy left to fight Chaos now.
We know this is going to be a long battle with Chaos.
Looks like the first thing you do is fast up that fighter. Doesn't have lock though, so he could be a bit. He's going with X for instead. I almost said the wrong word there. Yeah, it looks like he's banking it all on the fighter right now. He's putting all his invis charges and his tempers into that fighter at the moment.
White Mage rusing up. I like that play at the top.
Looks like he's invising all of his character. He's trying to get a little bit of a defense for all of his guys, which is a good idea because you never know what Chaos is going to do from time to time. Well, it comes out with a Thunder spell. Yeah, now's the time to temper up that fighter and start taking your cuts. Well, a little bit of the heal 3 action here. Looks like he's got his defenses up pretty sure. Chaos is only hitting for 1 hit now. Oh, it looks like he's trying a bit of the X for Zap strat here.
With most other spell charters exhausted, might as well throw him out there.
Oh, he's trying to brat Chaos.
And
he did it!
Holy moly.
He
Oh,
brat
very cool.
Chaos!
That's
Somebody
really
clip
cool.
it.
No way, that is rare.
I believe that is a 4% chance at best. Spared him from having to cut through at least 2,500 hit points.
Yeah, that was impressive right there.
This is proof, everyone. I mean, if you come into trouble with these fiends, Brack, Zap, Exfer, always on the table. Don't downplay them.
Alright folks, so that is all our on-screen runners that have finished. We still do have 2 other runners in the background as we speak. Zero Cool 512 and Goat's Pirate. So if you might want to give their channel a look, maybe see how they're doing, maybe drop them a follow. But yeah, so Sar, what do you think, buddy?
I greatly enjoyed the seed. I thought all the runners played well. We saw orbs being lit very quickly. We saw efficient routing, good choices and spells. It's been a pleasure. I hope to come back in the booth again soon and enjoy more of these weekly races. Perhaps even join in on some of them myself.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same one of these times, maybe a racing, just to see. It's been a while, so I'd probably finish dead last, but you never know. But I guess, I don't know if Chad's coming in for an interview or not. I'm just waiting to hear here. But if any of the other runners have any things to say about the seed, now would be your chance.
And it looks like we are joined by Chad here. His mic is not on currently. Oh, there he is. Eugene Chad, how about that black?
That was an awesome finish to a terrible seed. No, I was not expecting that to actually land, but it did, and took me like an extra 5 seconds to actually hit the done button. It's like, wait, that worked?
I mean, it's got to feel good to finish that way.
GG, Chad, that was awesome.
Yes,
man,
thank you.
GG.
I don't know how I did in comparison to others getting 2 Topher, but that Topher just absolutely crushed me.
You and Rubes got there about the same time, but you had to back out to do a grind.
Yeah. What level did Rubes go in as?
I think he
I
might
believe we were around 28.
have been 4 or 5 levels higher than you when you went.
Okay. Alright, that works.
That was probably
Yeah, when it's
20s, I think.
I've had good luck going in at that level that I went in, around 28 or so, 25, 28, depending, but there were Carry and was surprisingly beefy, and yeah, Kraken was Kraken.
Yeah, Kraken was hitting everybody. He wasn't playing any favorites.
Yeah, was there an actual sword anywhere?
No, we never seen a Vorpal, never seen a Massa, never seen anything.
Okay.
I found a sun sword that was the best I had, but
The best I had was the
I had an Excal.
defense. Oh wow, that's probably the best then. Is that a defense?
I didn't even find Excal.
XCal
So,
wasn't.
Chad, what do you think you thought about that rod?
Oh, the rod was. I was skipping so many checks because I found one of the two loose, and I'm like, there's a good chance the other loose is nothing. But then I went through the entire quest chain. And I'm like, oh no, it's somewhere in there. So I'm like, okay, I'll go to sea, go to mermaid, see if it's there. The very first chest I check, I'm like, the rod. Well, good thing it was only one check away. But now I see how AL actually made it through so quickly. Because if you did that check real quick, you were right. You knew you were in go mode at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the on-screen runner's Wildhand was the only one that actually got the rod on his go through the first time. Everybody else had to go back.
Okay. Oh, I believe it. Sounds like I think everybody was just gambling that the last item was something not that useful, like the ribbon if you already had one, or something else. I forget what the other things were. Opal?
Yeah, Opal Cheerio, I think.
Yeah, Opal Cherry, yeah.
Yeah, the Cheerio was behind the TNT and the ribbon was behind the crystal.
Which was behind the adamant, which was loose.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So we
It was
didn't
about
have Massa. I don't know if the Massa was incentivized or not, though.
It was not. No sword was incentivized. That I remember seeing.
No, none.
But yes, X for Brack, I'm happy with that.
It seemed like
First
Black
try,
Mage was
too,
the
though.
class to have.
Oh, I didn't catch that, sorry.
I was saying it seemed like Black Mage was the class to have this one.
Yeah, but Nuke was pretty late level, so I only had like 6 casts of it by the end. But the Life 2, yeah. There were like I think Red Mage, Black Mage would have been the best for the other 3, but actually wait, White Mage was required. Never mind.
Yeah, the fact that the Black Mages could use the Red Mage armor helped a lot as well.
Yeah, well, not for me, but so.
All right, so if we could move on to our final thoughts here, we'll go ahead and start with our first place finisher on stream, Rubes. Happy solstice to you. How'd you feel about the run tonight, and your final thoughts?
Well, I definitely had a lot of fun doing this. It was nice enjoying it. I'm glad you guys got to call it and got the broadcast to everybody. GG to everybody. I look forward to running some more seeds in the near future.
Thank you so much. Luffy, your thoughts?
Yeah, GG's guys. Thank you for commentating. Thank you, Darkmoon, for the restream, and Jay Scheidel for the tracking. It was a lot of fun. I like 2 loose items because I have a problem with opening boxes, so I enjoy that. I enjoyed it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Greg Dunn and Chad Burt, our Brack superstar tonight. Your final thoughts?
Brack is good. That's it. It was a lot of fun, other than the Refiend fights, so I enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm also like having loose items for those of us that like to collect all the things.
Again, be sure to give these runners a follow and check out our staff here. Great job tonight, everyone on the team. Hangry, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, it was fun seed to watch. The runners did really well running a difficult seed, good routing and everything else. It was good being back in the booth with you, Sar. It's probably been a couple of years since we've done something like this, so I enjoyed it thoroughly, and, we'll have to get back in here again sometime, but other than that, yeah, thanks to Darkmoon for the restream, thanks to Randomania for hosting us, and Jay Scheidel for the tracking, and our runners for putting on such a great show, and yeah, that's about all I got to say.
Thank you so much, Hangry. It was a pleasure to be sharing the chat with you again. It was a pleasure to interact with everyone in the chat. I hope to be back here again in the booth soon. I look forward to our next weekly. And please check out the Discord if you have not already. We have a great community there. We're all too eager to help get you started on Final Fantasy Randomizer. It's an awesome randomizer. There are so many options. And Just am overjoyed to be back on staff and back in the team once again. So with that, thank you again, Randomania, for hosting. And until next time, everyone, may the orbs shine.